Salutation to all our future judges. In this video, we are going to see how to identify the time limit for filing a case, part 3. This is pertaining to Limitation Act schedule. The schedule has been classified as 3 divisions. First division speaks about suits, part 1 to part 10. Second division speaks about appeals, and the third division speaks about applications, part 1 to part 2. As you all already know, we have already discussed the first division as well as the second division. Those who have not seen those 2 videos, I have given the link in the iCard as well as the description. Please do go and see the videos, then you'll get a continuity of this video. Third division, applications, part 1. It is pertaining to applications in specific cases. 118. For leave to appear and defend a suit under summary procedure. If you want to defend a suit under summary procedure, then you have to file a application for this within 10 days of summons being served on you. And if there is any award under Arbitration Act, and if you have to file a petition or an application in a court, then you have to do it within 30 days of service of the notice of making of the award. And for setting aside an award or getting an award remitted for reconsideration, you need to file that application within 30 days of serving of the notice of the filing of the award. Section 120. To include any legal representative of deceased plaintiff or defendant or appellant or respondent under CPC, you have to do it within 90 days of the death of the person. 121. Under the same code, that is CPC, for an order to set aside an abatement. If there is an abatement and you want to set it aside, then you have to file the application within 60 days of such abatement. And if you have to restore a suit or review or appeal or application which was dismissed for default, or for the reason that cost has not been paid, or for the reason that security has not been furnished, in all these situations, restoration petition or restoration application should be filed within 30 days of dismissal. Section 123. To set aside a decree passed ex parte or to rehear an appeal decreed or heard ex parte, you have to file the application within 30 days of such date of decree, or where summons or notice was not duly served. In that case, when the applicant comes to know of the decree, 30 days shall be counted from that particular date. However, substituted service is not deemed service. Substituted service is covered under Rule 20 of Order 5 of CPC. 124. For review of judgment other than Supreme Court, you should file the application within 30 days of the decree or order. 125. To record an adjustment or satisfaction of a decree, you have to file the application within 30 days when the payment or adjustment is made. 126. For the payment of the amount in installments, you need to file an application to the court. For example, a decree has been passed against a person and he wants to make the payment in installments. Then he can file an application to the court saying that I am ready to pay the money, but I can pay it only in installments. Then he has to file a petition to that effect, and that petition should be, or that application should be filed within 30 days of the date of a decree. To set aside a sale in execution of a decree, including any such application by judgment debtor, we need to file that application within 60 days from the date of sale. 128. For possession by one dispossessed of immovable property, and there is a dispute or disputing the right of the decree holder or purchaser at a sale in execution of a decree. In all these cases, from the date of dispossession, within 30 days, the petition is to be filed. 129. For possession after removing resistance or obstruction to delivery of possession, of immovable property decreed or sold in execution of a decree. For example, if a property is sold by way of execution of a decree, in that case, if you are seeking the possession after removing the resistance or obstruction, then you will be given 30 days time to file this application from the date of resistance or obstruction. 130. For leave to appeal as a pauper to the High Court, then you have to do it within 60 days from the date of decree, or if it is to any other court, you have to do it within 30 days from the date of decree. 131. If you want to file this petition to any court for exercise of its powers of revision under CPC or CRPC, to put it simply, any revision application or revision petition needs to be filed within 90 days of the date of decree. And 132. If you want to file an application to High Court for a certificate of fitness to appeal to Supreme Court under Article 132 Clause 1 or Article 133 or Article 134 Clause 1 Subclause C of the Constitution, then you need to file this application within 60 days from the date of decree, order or sentence. If you have to file a petition or an application to the Supreme Court for special leave to appeal, in case of death sentence, you should file the application within 60 days from the date of final order or sentence. In case where leave to appeal was refused by the High Court, in that case you have to file the application within 60 days from the date of order of refusal. In any other case, it will be 90 days from the date of judgment or order. For delivery of possession under 134, for delivery of possession by a purchaser of immovable property at sale in execution of decree, it shall be done within 1 year when the sale becomes absolute. 135. Enforcement of decree granting mandatory injunction. If a mandatory injunction has been granted and you want to enforce that decree, you need to do it within 3 years from the date of decree, or where a date is fixed for performance, then from that date. 136. Execution of any decree other than a decree granting a mandatory injunction. The reason is mandatory injunction is already covered under 135. So, if there is decree other than a mandatory injunction given by a civil court, then for execution of that decree, you have to file an application within 12 years when the decree or order becomes enforceable. However, this will not be applicable to perpetual injunction. Perpetual injunction shall not be subject to any period of limitation. 137. If there are other applications are covered under Part 2. If this division does not cover any application, or this division does not stipulate any period of limitation for any other application, that will have a time limit of 3 years. And that 3 years comes up when the right to apply accrues. If you like the video, please do subscribe the channel by pressing the red color subscribe button and select all, so that whatever video I put in this channel, it comes to you and gets notified. Do share the video and help those who are in need of it. If you like the video, do press the thumbs up button. Your comments are most welcome. If you feel like I have left something in this video, or if you want me to put a video on some other subject, please do let me know in the comment. Let us join hands together and contribute for a learned society. Thank you.